Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm John Dav, and this is Game Dev Journey. But today we're not talking about game development. No. We're talking about my new adventure, Pigbot Comics. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Alright, so Pigbot Comics is a ridiculous thing that I created, and I want you to know all about it. It is a creative outlet that I've never done before, and it's completely insane, and I feel ridiculous even telling you about it and creating an episode about it, but I want everyone to see this, and I want people to understand that you can be silly and vulnerable and create interesting things and just let people decide whether they like it or not. So Pigbot Comics is this Instagram channel that I created, or account that I created, that I just come up with Monday through Friday so far. I've done I think 13 or so posts. Well, at least at the time of this recording. It'll be much more by the time you hear this, but I've done a bunch of posts on Instagram, and I just have so much fun because it's so ridiculous. It's not serious at all, and I just try and create these moments of, oh yeah, like kind of relatable to like real life, kind of ironic, kind of silly, just having this robotic pig that's just ridiculous looking because I'm not a great artist, and his little friend who we've called Wise One. They just have little conversations back and forth. I'm gonna just read you a couple of them now, just so that you get the idea of what we're talking about here. So let me just pull up a couple. So I'm going to go to my website, by the way, to do this. It's johndav.com. So up at the top, you can click on Pigbot Comics. All of the Instagram posts get kind of pulled into there, but it's just the first post on the collage. So let's just read yesterday's, and I'll read a couple more. But yesterday I had one that's the Wise One says to the pig, "You've been quiet today, Pigbot." And then Pigbot responds, "My voice is quiet when my mind is not." "What's been on your mind?" responds the Wise One. "Too many ideas that are not formed well enough to vocalize, but keep me up at night in quiet contemplation." So, I'm sure you can relate to this, right? Everyone has had those moments where they just have all these thoughts and nothing is like formed enough to vocalize, but you have a bunch of thoughts in your mind and they're all just kind of swimming around. So this is the kind of stuff that we have here. So I'll read another one to you. So this was kind of dedicated to the rover that went on to Mars, Perseverance, because Pigbot's a robot, right? He's a robotic pig. So he says to the Wise One, "I heard there is a new robot on Mars. It's taking pictures, flying a drone, and collecting samples." And then the Wise One says, "Science is amazing." So again, it's just simple, ridiculous things, right? Pigbot obviously is a robot, so he relates to there being a robot on Mars. And then, of course, the Wise One is this wise, old-timey. He's kind of modeled after Gandalf in a way. Kind of has that wizard wise feel to him, and so of course he's gonna say something like that, right? Here we'll do one more, and then I'm gonna talk to you about what I want to become of this Instagram. All right, so this is one for this was one that I posted on Monday. Pigbot says, "Why do weekends end so quickly?" Wise One responds, "Our concept of time changes depending on our interest in the current moment. However, our memories often invert this illusion. So boring tasks feel long now, but in reflection barely register, while exciting tasks fly by now but live on in memories for years." Responds Pigbot. "I am a robot, though. I remember everything the same. This is true. Your weekends feel short because 2 days is less than 5. So again, it's just like ridiculous simplicity stuff. And I'm having so much fun trying to create these things. Now, if you're on YouTube, I'll put up some of the screen grabs so that you can see these as I'm reading them, and you can tell based on what you're seeing, it's not the most artistic thing. It's not like I'm trying to really blow you away with my art skills. It's just an experiment to see if something this simple and this ridiculous can gain any kind of traction on Instagram, on that platform. I have seen, I've been following, because I got into this idea, so I have found a whole bunch of different comic strips on Instagram. And because they use this this collage mechanic where each panel is a picture, and you can have up to 10 pictures in a collage, you can make a comic strip. It's pretty easy to do on Instagram. So it's a great platform for it. Plus, you can also share each picture separately to a story. So like if you want to, you could post on this and then share each panel to the story, and then it's 2 ways to get traction. I've also experimented with turning these panels into a reel where over time it will switch between each one, and I put that to music because, reels you can put to music. So far I have not had that much traction. Now again, this is probably we're only about a week into Pigbot at the time of the recording here, and I've only got a handful of followers and not a whole lot of interaction yet, but it's still very early days. And much like Zeroed, which we talked about last week, I don't have a big personal network to tap into. So it really will take time, and I'll have to grow organically through the use of hashtags and word of mouth. So I'm counting on people like you who are listening to this podcast or watching this video on YouTube to go ahead to Instagram and find out more about Pigbot Comic and share them on your story. Share it with your friends and tell people all about it. So thank you for listening this week. I will be back next week. I don't have a topic to tease, but I will be back. I'll see you then.